this short video we're going to look at the steps required to copy a Campaign Manager client database from one Campaign Manager system to another. We're basically referring to copying a client DB from, say, a production to a system or dev testing environment. There is one very important prereq. The dev or testing system must be running the exact same Campaign Manager version, including spot releases and hotfixes, as the production system. And this video provides just an overview of the process. There's more detail contained in the downloads associated with this video. A couple important notes. It is important to follow these steps to guarantee that integrity between the SQL database tables is maintained. And the process will migrate or copy all the data about the client DB's users and all the documents they use. However, data about the users' associated logins will not be migrated. Once the client DB has been migrated, settings login management can be used to recreate any required logins. Look at an example system here. In this Campaign Manager system, there are two client DBs, Alchemy and MaxiCore, and all client-related metadata, including users, their permissions, data sources, the documents they use, etc., are held here. Of course, there's the three system databases, Alterian, Auth, ALMain, and Alchemy Store. But here we are looking at copying just the MaxiCore client DB. And we are restricting it to copying just the client DB. We're not including anything about full system migration, i.e. relocating the entire campaign management system from one hosting platform to another. That is covered separately in the video Full System Migration. A couple of terms we use: source system, the current, probably production system, the one being copied from; target system, the system probably dev being copied to. Just one word of caution: when copying a client DB that contains Alterian email manager account links data to a dev or testing system, it is essential that the dev or testing system does not set output to email manager or pull email manager for history data. If there is a requirement to test email output to Alterian's email manager as part of the testing, please contact us for advice on how to proceed. Okay, the actual steps we need. Well, first is some preparation steps, and they can be carried out any time before the copy is executed. On the target system, use the API to create a new client DB with exactly the same client name and database name as the one being copied. Use the API to disable the new client DB, delete the new SQL Server client database, and create engine projects as needed to link as data sources to the copied client DB. At copy time, on the source system, pause all campaigns processing for this client. Disable all clients DB's data sources and recycle associated engine repositories. Back up the client DB copied and go back up to the target system SQL Server. If needed, back up or copy the engine repositories associated with client DB and copy to the target system's engine server. And then on the target system, move the copied engine repository folders to the appropriate engine project or projects. Restore the client DB. From the download client DB copying associated with this video, run the SQL contained in Appendix 1 updates to client DB, setting the parameters as needed. Note this script can take a long time to execute. It's likely to perform several million updates. Use the API to enable this client DB, and then you can log in as system and create any needed logins to this client. To help you with that process, associated with this video is a text document download which contains the SQL, which will produce a list of logins and their associated users for a particular client DB. Well, that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, and do remember, there's more detail in the associated downloads.